So let's talk about materials, because this seems to be an ongoing issue. What sort of materials you want to use in your home and the new build of your home and so on. Well, for construction in North America, there's basic materials. And when you're talking to your contractor or your designer, those materials can escalate into a much higher cost depending on what you want. But then again, with that said, if this is going to be your life home, meaning that this is the place that you're going to live out the rest of your life in, spending a bit more money on the materials can be quite important. If this is just sort of your growing up home, if you're a young family or so on, and you're just looking at this as sort of your investment into your future, then going at the lower cost of materials is probably the best bet. So what sort of materials should you be looking at? Well, again, stick to the basics, until you're into the finishes, and basically on the outsides and on the insides. So would you put the extra cost into, let's say, any sort of masonry veneers on maybe the front sections of the house, to completely around the house, which is very high in expense. It's also limited because the labor to putting on masonry is becoming limited over as it sort of dies off, that trade. So that puts a higher expense on masonry. Another thing is that in the interiors and textures and so on that you want to put on your ceilings, as an example, like from a stipple to just basic ceilings. Again, this is just an extra cost. You can decide on it, and it's best to decide on it when you're doing the design process, not afterwards, because then it becomes more expensive. Talk to your designer, figure out where you want to go with your materials, and go there.